Next on our podcast, we have Dolly Wawira. She is the MD of Cowdish. Welcome, Dolly. Introduce yourself and tell us more about Cowdish.
Thank you, Mary.
Yeah.
So my name, as you have mentioned, is Dolly Wawira. I am a manager at Cowdish and a founder. Cowdish is a fodder aggregation and contracting and distribution company. We are based in Ruai and Kikuyu. Those are our feed centers. And we also have a bulking center in Mwea where we do the bulking before we bring to the distribution centers. So we are 4 years old and we are happy to be in this space of fodder.
Tell us a little bit more about Cowdish. What is it and what do you exactly do?
All right. At Cowdish, we mainly deal with fodder, mainly silages. So we make maize silage. We also make sugar grace silage, and we also do super napier silage. Sugar grace silage is fodder, sorghum fodder. So we make those 3 silages, and we're also doing TMR, total mixed rations, so that we're able to give farmers a mixed ration for their cows. So when we give a total mixed ration, a farmer doesn't need to do anything else, just give salt and water and you're done. The reason why we came up with TMR is because we noticed there are many farmers who have that knowledge gap of what to feed which category of their cows. So you find farmers have put all cows in one barn, and all cows are feeding from one trough, whether a cow is milking or a cow is dry, and it should not be that way. So we now make TMRs for each category of cows, and that really helps the farmers. Yeah.
That sounds quite advanced. What does it mean to be an aggregator? What exactly do you do?
All right. We have an outgrower model because we're not able to produce all the fodder that we require. So we have an outgrower model where we get farmers from the county we are working in, that is Kirinyaga. And the reason we chose Kirinyaga is because it's an irrigation area. So we're able to produce fodder all around the year. We don't just depend on rain-fed. And so we contract farmers, like for now we've contracted 50 farmers, outgrowers, who grow the silage for us, mostly maize and the sorghum. And we have a bulking center, like I've mentioned, in where we bulk it there. Yeah.
Okay. It's interesting to have you as the MD for Cowdish, and ordinarily people do not see women playing a very active role in livestock and fodder work. What message would you have for women out there?
It's an interesting question because, Mary, when I'm out in the field doing fodder or when we are harvesting maize, I am the only woman in a multitude of so many men. So it's a nice thing. Farming is, first of all, very therapeutic, I would say. And I would love to see women in that space, growing fodder and doing the aggregation. I would love to see more women in that space. It's a business that is very impactful in the sector, and it's also profitable. So it's a good space to be, and I'd love to have more women there so that I am not lonely in that space.
Are there other opportunities? What opportunities do you see within the fodder aggregation or fodder sector in general?
All right. There are many ways someone can get involved in the whole of that value chain. There is the growing itself. There is a transportation of the fodder. There is the warehousing, which not many people are doing, the storage, the ensiling. There is a distribution itself. And there's also the knowledge gap that is there among farmers. There are many opportunities in the whole of that value chain that someone can venture into. Yeah.
Excellent. So today we have the first Kenya Fodder Contracting and Investment Action Forum. What is your main takeaway, and what is your main appeal in this forum?
It's a good thing to have this first ever fodder contracting action. And I am seeing KFCA as a platform that will help organizations like ours scale. And maybe I need to mention that it has been very difficult for organizations like us to get funding because we don't have many financial institutions that have products that really fit our kind of business, because we are really seasonal. We only sell, like farmers only buy silage mostly because of that knowledge gap I have mentioned, mostly when it's dry. So there's a whole time that we are not selling. And so it has not been easy for us to get financial assistance from commercial institutions that do like banks, for example. So I see KFCA as a platform that will really help us bridge that gap, bringing financiers and even government and the private players together to see how we can scale up the fodder business. So I'm really excited to be part of this.
And I believe that Cowdish is one of those organizations that provide a solution to address seasonality. So what value would you then be proposing to financiers for yourself as looking at your aggregator role?
I really look forward to having a product that allows people that are in the fodder business to be able to get, first of all, low-priced financing, and that is able to, allow us to be able to pay when we sell. You know, that is what I'm looking forward to. Something that is customized for us.
And you have a new home with the KFCA?
Yes, and we are very happy.
Network?
Yeah, we are very happy to be. That will enable us even be able to store more silage, because that issue of not having enough capital, we store as much silage as our capital allows. So if we're able to get more capital to do this, then that will help us be able to store as much as we can, and we end this problem of us having to tell customers there is no silage because we didn't store up enough, because we didn't have money to do that. So that issue of seasonality will be covered by if we are able to store as much as we can. That is if we get the funding to do so.
Any final message from you?
All right. This is a very good initiative, and I hope as many people as possible will come in to try and bridge this gap of financing, also to make a fodder more available for farmers all around the year. Also make the prices more affordable, because prices are quite high sometimes because it depends on its seasonal, right? And also be able to give quality that farmers really deserve. Yes.
Thank you for attending our podcast and for the great job that you're doing for the sector. And we wish you well in your business.
Thank you, Mary. I really appreciate it. It's my pleasure.